Have you ever felt like you're being pulled in two different directions, really struggling to find that middle ground? Well, in the world of tarots, there's a card that speaks directly to that feeling. Today, we're going to dive into the beautiful, serene, and really profound archetype of Temperance. It's card number 14, and it's all about balance, harmony, and the magic of bringing things together. So, you look at this card and the first thing you see is this incredible image of serenity, right? A winged angel just calmly pouring liquid from one cup to another. And the flow is perfect, it's totally unbroken. But this simple action, it holds a much, much deeper secret. What is this card actually trying to show us about the art of blending and balance in our own lives? A.E. Waite, one of the co-creators of this very deck, he gives us this fascinating little clue. He basically says that the name Temperance is almost a distraction, just a label on the surface for something way deeper. He points to a meaning behind meaning, and honestly, that's the puzzle we're here to solve today. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start peeling back the layers of this incredible archetype of balance. Okay, first, let's get the basics down. This is card 14, Temperance, and its element is fire, which I know might surprise you. We'll get to that. Its core meanings are moderation, reconciliation, and healing. Keep those three words in mind because you're about to see how every single symbol on this card echoes those themes. And you gotta remember, Temperance is part of the Major Arcana. That's the heart of the deck, the big life lessons. These cards aren't just about everyday stuff. They tap into these deep, universal patterns of our human experience. And the lesson of Temperance? Well, it's a masterclass in integration. Now for the really fun part. Let's decode the angel's message by breaking down all the incredible symbolism packed into this one single image. We're going to focus on 5 key things here. The angel itself, those 2 chalices, the liquid flowing between them, the angel's really specific stance, 1 foot on land, 1 in the water, and that winding path that leads to the horizon. Every one of these is a piece of the puzzle. So let's start with the angel. A.E. Waite makes a big deal about this figure being neither male nor female, and that is so important. This androgynous being has moved beyond duality. It represents a higher state of consciousness where opposites, like masculine and feminine, are brought together into one harmonious whole. Now, look at what the angel is actually doing. It's pouring what Waite calls the essences of life between the 2 cups. And just look at the precision, not a single drop is spilled. This isn't just about mixing something up. It's a perfect, controlled, continuous transfer of energy. It's all about flow, adaptation, and the art of finding just the right combination without any waste. And that brings us to the angel's posture, which is literally the foundation of this balance. See how 1 foot is planted firmly on the land? That's the material, conscious world. But the other foot is in the water, which symbolizes the subconscious, the psychic, the emotional realm. The angel isn't choosing one over the other. It's bridging both worlds, drawing strength and wisdom from each to create this incredibly stable, centered presence. So we've looked at all the individual pieces, right? Now let's talk about the alchemy of it all, how they combine to forge something totally new. Remember how I said the element for this card is fire? That seems kind of weird for such a calm card, doesn't it? But we're not talking about the destructive, chaotic fire you see in, say, the Tower card. No, this is alchemical fire. Think of it like the gentle, steady heat a blacksmith uses to temper steel, to make it stronger. It's the kind of transformative fire that blends different ingredients to create something new and so much more powerful. This metaphor is just perfect. It captures the card's energy so well. Temperance isn't about being passive or boring. It's a dynamic, powerful stillness right in the center of all the swirling chaos. Finding that calm eye of the hurricane in our own lives, that's the real goal of this card. To really get what Temperance is, it helps to look at what it is not. So let's put it up against a card like the 7 of Cups. Where Temperance is all about balance, the 7 of Cups is about dissipation, your energy going everywhere. Where Temperance is moderation, the 7 is overindulgence. This contrast just makes the focused harmony of Temperance pop. You can really see the difference. And this all brings us back to why Waite called the name fantastical. Because the card's true purpose isn't just about, not having too much take. It's about an active, conscious process of integration. It's a rule that, when we apply it to our lives, lets us temper, combine, and harmonize our inner world with everything happening in our outer world.
Okay, so what does this all mean when this card actually shows up for you in a reading? How do we take all this ancient wisdom and apply it to our modern lives?
When temperance shows up, it is a crystal clear call to action. It's asking you to find the middle path, to practice a little moderation and self-restraint. It's telling you to look for ways to compromise and cooperate. Instead of getting stuck in that either-or thinking, this card wants you to get creative, combine different things to find a new solution. And ultimately, it's a huge sign for fostering good health across the board, physical, mental, and emotional.
This message is so important when you're dealing with conflict. If you're at odds with someone or facing a really tough decision, temperance is like a gentle guide. It reminds you that the way forward isn't through fighting or dividing, but through reconciliation, through finding a balanced, cooperative solution that actually honors everyone's perspective. So, we'll end with a question that really gets to the heart of this card's powerful message. The wisdom of temperance is truly profound. It's the art of alchemy applied to our own lives. So, just take a moment and think. Where in your life is it time to stop choosing and dividing, and instead to start combining and creating something entirely new?